Hello, friends, and welcome to episode 60. This many, 60 of Fun with Cheese. We're coming to you today from the shipping and receiving area at Masonville Dairy, where we are doing some really cool stuff. And if you remember back to Monday's show, we were talking about the dairy pricing cheese that was going to help with all the different dairy drives in our area. And we mentioned that there are two other schools that we're going to be reaching out to. Two in Minnesota. One in Marshall, the Marshall, Minnesota, city of Marshall, Minnesota, and the farmers out there provided for us 48 hogs that went into our local food pantries, and those are processed down in J&S Processing down there. And we'd like to call Dairy Pricing our friends of the show today. And our shout out is going to go to some friends who've traveled all the way from Minnesota, went over to Grassland, where I have not done my show yet, but I really should, because they are 90% of the butter comes out of them. Our shout out today and our guest of the show today is, I'm going to turn the show over a little bit, because what we've done is we've provided this seed cheese. I haven't done it. The Dairy Farmers of Wisconsin provided this through their ability. In their milk check, they have a federal and a state check off, and they are the ones who purchase this cheese for us to distribute and be ambassadors of their product. So I'm going to bring in Katie Ketchum. She is going to take another 4-hour ride from here back home, and she's going to tell you a little bit about their first dairy drive and what that's going to look like in Minnesota. So she's going to talk really loud, and she's not going to be intimidated by this at all, but come on in here, Katie. So this is Katie, and she's going to tell you a little story.
Okay, so like Mark said, my name is Katie Ketchum. I'm from the Lucin Altura FFA chapter back in Minnesota. So what my chapter is kind of doing, we kind of followed it from other Wisconsin chapters, and we are doing a dairy bag for sale at our school to just move product and help promote the dairy industry all together. So, yeah.
What's going to be in your box? What's going to be in this package that people can purchase in Minnesota, and why are you excited about this?
So we're having a couple different blocks of cheese. We're having a Kobe Jack cheese and then this cheddar cheese. And then we are also having 8 ounces of mozzarella shredded cheese. We are having 1 quart of vanilla gelato, which is kind of like ice cream. We are having a 5-pack of shrink cheese, a 16-ounce French onion dip, a half gallon of milk, and then a couple different cheese curds are going to be in there as well.
So what can people do? Do you have any shout outs to any of the dairies that have helped provide you with these products down there?
I just want to say thank you to everyone that's been helping, I guess, us and the plants that we have got product from. They've been really amazing. I also really want to help, say thank you to a lot of just the donations that we've gotten from businesses within our area.
So is this a dairy drive that you see that will be sustaining in the future, or is this going to be a one-time thing, or what are your plans with this dairy drive that you're doing in Minnesota?
So I guess I'm really excited. I'm hoping that we can definitely keep doing it in our chapter, and then if this does go well, I'm hoping to do another one of 500 bags in August.
Very cool. And so our shout outs on this goes to Dairy Pricing, Masonville Dairy for doing the trucking and the holding for us. They're taking 40 pound boxes back to Minnesota with them. Plant 55990 was the producer of this mild cheddar. Taylor Dairy and our Taylor Cheese Corporation, Wapaka, did the slicing and dicing of these 40-pound blocks. So we didn't have to, as a group, come in here and spend hours upon hours slicing up 5,000 pounds of cheese. So that's a really cool thing for us. And all the ag teachers here in central Wisconsin were here on Monday, and the Dairy Farmers of Wisconsin district reps and the dairy farmers who are patrons of Masonville Dairy, everybody who was here is so proud that we were able to spread this to other communities. I got another phone call yesterday from a friend down in Mauston, and they're taking 10 of these boxes on Sunday down there to kick off their dairy drive just like you. And that's the spirit of this thing, that we've never had an opportunity in the history of the dairy industry to do this kind of direct marketing to families, to individuals, and to have these products. I mean, This is a 20-pound bag of cheese curds. If you've never seen what 20 pounds of cheese curds looks like. You just got, it's not even refrigerated, folks. This is 20 pounds of cheese curds. And there's 2 bags right here. So it's so cool, and I'm so happy that they're here to be able to pick this stuff up. This is Dairy Farmers Wisconsin's dairy pricing that did all this, and we really appreciate what you guys have done to provide this opportunity to Katie and all the rest of the FA members down in your high school there who are going to do an awesome thing. She's working with their moms, some alumni members, and all kinds of people in their community. And it's just a really awesome opportunity for us that we are able to, you know, spread the love around and provide this seed cheese that hopefully this catches wildfire in Minnesota as well, and that we can do some things down there for you guys, or get the ball rolling for you guys, so that you can have the tremendous success that we have in our little small communities here in central Wisconsin and all over the state. So we want to thank you for joining us for episode 60. This is super awesome. Glad you guys could be here, and safe travels on your way home. So thanks for being here.
Yeah.
All right. So remember, this is milk step, well, at least into my belly, because these don't travel more than a couple of days from the time they were manufactured. But this is milk step into immortality. You guys stay well, be good, and remember, we'll see you tomorrow for episode 61 of Fun with Cheese.